Done. Recording. Thank you for that reminder. Okay, very good. So the first thing, okay, so what are some things which are a waste of time and money? Now that's what we're focusing on today. And I've deliberately chosen that kind of that kind of title because I really want to drive home the point that a lot of what we do, we don't think about it. We buy because of emotions. We do things because at that spur of the moment or someone told you something and you just sort of do something without really thinking about it. And that's why I wrote that term waste of time and money, because the exact term should be actually you're not maximizing your time and money. But a lot of people understand wasting time and money. Basically, that's what it means. You're wasting your time and money. You can spend that time and that money somewhere else, and still get the results that you want. Okay, and so that's what we're going to talk about. So waste of money skincare product number one, buying many different products to solve many different concerns. Yeah. So, when you go to the market, there are so many different types of skincare products. I mean, and I'm talking as a guy, when a guy goes into a shopping mall and they look at all these different things, it's just mind boggling. But, I actually went to research, what are actually the different types of creams and whatever, and what are they for, and why do people use so many different products? And I really thought about what's actually inside all these products. Do we actually need all these different products? And so the first thing I did was ask myself, what are the actual problems that men and women face when they're looking for a skincare product? What are the actual skin concerns that people have, And I came up with this list. And if you look at the list, we've got dry skin, wrinkles, sagging, pigmentation, dullness, meaning the face looks a bit darker than normal, than your previous self, eye bags, dark eye circle, a weak and tired skin because you haven't been sleeping well or because you've been out in the sun all day, or sensitive skin. So these are some, I'm sure there's more, but these are some of the more very common concerns that people have with skin. And so I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this right now would also have this kind of concern. That's why you're watching this video and, or this live webinar if you're in live. And, when you have these concerns, right now, the go-to thing that people do is go look for a skincare. Yeah, they go look for a skincare. And so, a lot of companies, big companies, what they did was they identified all these problems. And, what I, when I looked at these issues and concerns, the next thing I did was, well, what would actually improve dry skin? What would actually improve wrinkles? What would actually improve sagging? What ingredient, what sort of substance would help with these concerns? And I looked it up and I was able to come out with some very common ingredients, okay? And so if you see here, if you look at the ingredients, we've got water, glycerine, okay, that's a very common ingredient, which treats oily skin, acne, wrinkles, moisturizes, allantoin, adenosine, acetyl hexapeptide 8, palmitoyl tripeptide 8, 5, so I practiced, niacinamide, and hexapeptide 2. So these are some common ingredients which I found easily, which you should use, if you want to improve your skin. And so these are very common ingredients. And if you have any of these concerns, like dry skin, wrinkles, sagging, pigmentation, using some of these ingredients are definitely going to help you to solve these problems. Now, I'm not the only one who knows this. There's actually a lot of companies know this, big companies know this. And, the big companies, I say big companies because, that's the only real way. Let's just put the product companies, what they do is, or rather skincare product producers, what they thought was, okay, let's make a product that solves all these problems, okay? And so they made a product and it solved all those problems. But what happened was, a a person got results too quickly. A person, you know, they made this product and the product was too good and they stopped buying the product. And what they realized was like, oh no, you know, they made a product that's so good that people don't need skincare products anymore. And so what happened was, instead of making one product, which has all these different ingredients inside, what they did was they made a bunch of different products and they put only one ingredient in each of the products. So for example, like you want to make a wrinkle cream, okay, which ingredient? Okay, adenosine is good for wrinkles. So they put adenosine in wrinkle cream and then they will sell that to you. And they go, hey, you got wrinkles, you also got sagging skin. And so they made another firming cream and they put acetyl hexapeptide 8 inside the firming cream. And now you got to buy a wrinkle cream and a firming cream. Okay. And for some people, you know, along with wrinkles and sagging skin, usually you also have, let's say, eye bags, you know. And so you also need and so you buy another eye cream. And let's say you want to improve your pigmentation. And so what you do is you go and buy something which helps you with pigmentation. So what they do is they put, instead of putting all these ingredients inside one product, one container, they actually put all these products inside all these ingredients inside all these different products, you know, so, and they make a bunch of products so that you buy more things. Okay, so that's basically what they do. And so this is a waste of money because skincare companies make more margins by selling you many of these products. And they don't make an all-in-one solution, not because they can't, but because they don't want to. You see, because if they make an all-in-one solution, it's going to be too good for you. And you're going to end up not buying the product, okay? And what happens is when you buy all these different creams, you're actually spending more money on the products than results. Okay, make that distinction here. Your objective is to get results, okay, results. But somewhere along the way, you ended up buying a lot of products. And that's why it's a waste of money to buy a bunch of these things, because for the purpose of anti-aging or the purpose of having better skin, you know, you're paying for products. And I mean, I'm not even going to talk about, you know, troublesome or it takes a long time, because you know, if you want to use all these different products, like as a guy especially, to look at this, there are so many different products you need to use in order to look younger. There's also an added point here which I want to point out, where if the products that you use are very cheap because you want to save on cost, chances are they're also going to contain a lot of toxins, you know, because like preservatives, things like that, because it's much cheaper to use preservatives like BPA and paraben rather than using a natural ingredient which doesn't expire so quickly, or it expires quickly so they have to sell fast. So, you know, like there are so many things wrong with this. There's so many things wrong with using so many different products, because when you use so many different products, what happens is you're spending money on things that you don't need, and you're unnecessarily spending extra cost for, you know, for the companies for the skincare product companies to make more money. And it takes you a long time to use these products, and it's, you know, it's very complicating, and you're potentially exposing yourself to more toxins if you use a bunch of these products. Okay, so you know, a lot of people, this is a picture of a Korean person, you know, because Korean skin is like the gold standard when it comes to having good skin. And based on the 4Care Education Research Organization, the average skincare routine has 10 steps. 10 steps, guys, 10 steps. And that's something you got to do morning and night every day. I mean, you know, and so if you want to have that kind of skin, then, you know, you got to, oh my God, you know, you got like, I'm sure this is what you all feel like right now, you know, when you think of how you need to use 10 different steps to get to that skin that you want, to get Korean skin, you got to go through 10 steps. And so really, I mean, you're probably asking me like, okay, so what do I do then? You know, what do I do? The solution is actually to find, there are companies out there that produce products that has everything in one. And these are companies which are more honest and they really want to solve your problem. And, you know, you should really go and look for a product, or you should go look for a company which is interested in giving you results. okay, rather than trying to make the most amount of money from you. So do you have to make money as a skincare company? Of course you do. But that should not be the primary objective of that company. The primary objective of any skincare company should be to solve your problem, to deliver you results. And all I'm asking is that when you're selecting whatever you're going to use, make sure that you select a solution which has everything in one. It has everything in one, and it has all the ingredients that you need in order to get the best results. Okay, when you do that, you'll be actually saving a lot of money. Okay, so make sure you get an all-in-one solution. Okay. So waste of time skincare routine number 2. So I keep looking at my right because I've got this screen which helps me do my presentation. Go on a healthy diet because a healthy me is a beautiful me. Okay, healthy me is a beautiful me. You know, I mean, like, I understand that. I understand that, you know, other than using skincare product, I've met people who say that, you know, oh, I'm going to eat well in order to look younger. I mean, there's some truth to that, but there's a few problems with this, okay? Remember that when we look for a product, we are trying to get a result we normally can't get without adjusting our life majorly. A lot of people, it would be great if they can eat well all the time. But unfortunately, because, you know, because of their work or because, you know, because of life, they find it hard to eat well. But let's pretend that you eat well. What happens is, now, in our body, there are 5 vital organs. Now, what's the difference between vital and non-vital? Vital means the body prioritizes that organ over other organs, okay? Obviously, like the skin is not a vital organ. Even though it's an important organ, it's not a vital organ. Vital means you need it to survive. You'll literally drop dead without it. Without skin, it will be very uncomfortable and you will probably eventually die, but not directly because you don't have skin. It's you know, you will die. I mean, skin is definitely important, but your body will prioritize brain, heart, kidney, liver, and lungs over your skin. So when you start eating healthy, we start seeing improvements in the brain, the heart, the kidney, the liver, and the lungs first, before you see any results on the skin. And so a healthy me does not equal a beautiful me all the time, because the body's reaction for survival prioritizes vital function. It will direct all that good nutrients to the brain, to the heart, to the kidney, to the liver, and to the lungs, and probably other organs in the body before it allocates good nutrients to your skin. And so that's why it's a waste of time if you're focusing on eating healthy to look younger. You know, if you're focusing on eating healthy to be healthy, that's great. Okay, but we're talking about looking younger here, right? And so if you want to look younger and all you're doing is eating healthy, it's not enough, because not enough as in it's going to take a very, 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 very long time, you know. So if you want to get results fast, eating healthy is not going to cut it, you know. And we've got a little picture here where the heart and the lungs and the brain and the kidney have got a bone there also. They're fighting over, you know, the nutrients. You know, these 5 vital organs are fighting over the nutrients. And the skin, we can't even see the skin here, because the skin is like, oh, you know, I can't even fight because all these guys that are so important to the body are fighting over the nutrients. And so, you know, what do we do about this? You know, what do we do? When when it comes to and I want to use this example. You know, when we see poison, when we drink poison, it will kill us slower as opposed to injecting it. So let's pretend that there's a snake poison and the snake bit you, okay? And as opposed to you drink the snake poison, the bite is going to kill you faster than drinking the poison. And that's because when you drink anything, or poison even for that matter, like the point I'm trying to make is when you consume something, it needs to go through your whole body before it gets to the skin. even if it gets to the skin. Whereas if you inject something or put something on your skin directly, you will get results faster. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I thought you just told us not to use skincare product. That's not what I said. I said choose your skincare product wisely, okay? Choose your skincare product wisely. Look for a product or a company that focuses on delivering results, and then use that product. That's what I said, okay? So it's I definitely believe that using a top, like a product is a good idea, but you should use something that's applicable on the skin rather than consuming or whatever, because it's going to take like people, people, you know, especially people who have weak digestive systems, or who are older and people with negative lifestyles, they have weaker digestive system, meaning when you eat something, you don't absorb the nutrients as effectively as you do. Effective means effective means achieving something with the minimum amount of effort. And so what happens is, no matter how much good food you eat, you know, take quadriceps, you get reishi mushrooms, you take ginseng, you take a bunch of whatever, it's not going to get to the skin if your digestive system is not robust and if you're not super healthy. And if you, you know, and so it's the best way is actually to use something where you apply. Okay. So that's why going on a healthy diet is a waste of time, because if you want to look younger, okay, not if you want to be healthy. If you want to be healthy, go ahead and do that. But if you want to have good skin fast, then you should use something like applicable on the skin, because that is the fastest way to directly deliver the whatever nutrients you require, which I talked about in the number one, to improve your skin fast. Okay, so choose something topical. Okay. Oh, I didn't move the slides. Yeah, and so those are, I mean, I basically said everything to you. You know, topical application is the best option as you bypass all the organs and deliver nutrients directly to where it matters. Okay, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. So I'm just gonna give you guys a minute. You can screenshot or capture the screen or whatever you want. I put a lot of words deliberately because I realized that a lot of you like to go back and listen to what I saw again, and maybe you want to explain it to your friends and family or whatever. And so I put a lot of words there so that some people, they find it difficult to say what they understand. And so I just put the word, you can just read whatever it says there. And that's why I put a lot of words. I put a lot of pictures too. I tried my best. Yeah, so it's faster to apply something than to eat something to improve your skin. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? Okay, waste of time skincare product number 3. The I only use sunscreen person. Now, this is not really a waste of time skincare product per se, but I always tend to come across this person who is so proud of saying, "Oh, I only use skincare. I only use a sun cream. You know, I don't use all that other stuff. You know, like I find people like that, and I mean, I'm gonna go through a story here. Using sun cream is only 10% of the work, because the objective of the sun cream, guys, is to block the sun. I mean, that's what a sun screen is. Screening means to, I mean, if you play basketball, screening is to block, you know, or to screen, like to block. That's what screen means. So sunscreen or sun cream or whatever you want to call it, or, you know, is to block the sun. What the sunscreen does not do is that it doesn't block environmental pollutants or toxins from coming into your skin, okay? And even though the sunscreen is protecting your skin from UV rays, which is where you know, that's actually what damages the skin, your skin is still putting in energy and nutrients to defend itself from the UV rays, okay? And so, you know, I mean, we have a picture here of a guy, a poor guy. Let's pretend that he's sunscreen, you know, and you know, there's the sun, and he can protect himself from the sun, the skin from the sun. But you know, there's a bunch of other guys coming in, you know, and so, you know, like you know, the sun's like, you know, UV ray, and it shoots a bunch of UV rays to your skin. And you know, the sunscreen's like, hello, I only know how to block UV rays. You know, can someone come and help me? And you know, and the pollutants, they're like just coming in, they're like, WTF, why no one is stopping us, you know? And the skin ultimately cries because the skin's like, help me, you know, because no one's helping. I mean, the person who only uses sunscreen, light for, and remember, we're talking, we believe awesome skin is good for you, okay? That's why we're talking about this. If you only use sunscreen, you're not blocking yourself from a lot of other environmental toxins, from environmental pollutants. And that's not even to mention the natural aging process that happens to your skin. So your skin is under a lot of stress, or it's under a lot of attack, you know, from all these things. And all you use is sunscreen. It's not enough, you know? And so what you should do is, that there's a bit of a mistake there. Yeah. So yeah. So when you look when you look at this, I'm just gonna read this one by one. You need workers and tools to build things. I mean, that's very normal. So you can see in the picture that there are workers and they've got tools, right? And you cannot just have workers without tools, and you can't have tools without workers. Okay. Now stick with me here. In your skin, the workers in your skin are called stem cells. Now listen very carefully, guys, okay? The workers in your skin are called stem cells, and the tools that they use are like vitamins, you know? And the final thing is, these workers, they need to talk to each other. And they talk in this language called growth factors, okay? And so when a worker stem cell have the right tools and they can talk to each other, they can work hard to rebuild whatever they're building. In this case, it's your skin, right? And so you need three things. You need stem cells, you need nutrients, and you need growth factors. Okay, you need stem cells to build your skin. You need nutrients, which are the tools that the stem cells use, and you need growth factors, which is the language the stem cells use to talk to each other. Okay, so what that means, right, is that if you have like a skincare product where you apply, okay, it's got a bunch of it. Let's say it's an all-in-one solution. It's got all the ingredients you need, but it doesn't have growth factors. I mean, it's better than using nothing, but that's not really a good skincare either, because it's like feeding a lot of food. It's like giving a lot of tools to the workers, but the workers are not working. They're not talking to each other. You know, like they're just, one guy's building, one guy's sleeping, one guy's not even sure what's going on. You need growth factors to make these stem cells to talk to each other. Especially like if you're older, then your body, I mean, obviously your body's older, right? And so your stem cells, they're tired, you know, and they can't talk to each other, and or they can't talk to each other as well. And so even if you feed all these nutrients to an older person, they're not going to run around like a 20-year-old. You know, what you need is you need all the things that come together in order for your skin to really build itself. Like your skin, it's not just to block the damaging process, but to rebuild the skin. Okay, and so that's why you need nutrients, growth factors, and stem cells. Okay, and so you can't just have sunscreen. Okay, you got to have nutrients, you got to have growth factors, and you've got to have stem cells. That's what you got to have. Okay, you've got to have all these things together. Okay, and whatever product that you're using, it should have certain qualities to improve this. And so you can see in this photo, you know, the worker's like, bro, pass me some collagen, bro. I need to put the skin back together. You know, one of your stem cells telling the other stem cell. And so these other stem cells, okay, bring it now, bro. You know, and so this guy's bringing. And, you know, the body is always struggling because it always never has enough workers. It always never has enough stem cells to build that damaged skin. You know, they've got a lot of ingredients usually because people use skincare, but it doesn't have enough workers. And, you know, it's very important to have workers. Another important point I want to make is that the workers of your body, meaning your skin, your stem cell, actually has the power to make more workers. I know that kind of doesn't make sense, but basically, if you have a worker, so I have a picture here. Let's pretend I have a worker here. You know, his name's John. Okay, John can actually use tools, okay, to talk to himself and become another John. You know, I'm John too. Okay, And this John too, can talk to himself and go, hey, I think we need more workers here. And okay, well, let me use this nutrition here. And then he can make oh, look, this, hi, I'm John 3, So John can actually make a bunch of Johns just by using the tools. And what that means is stem cells can actually become more stem cells if they have the right nutrients and the growth factor, meaning they also need to talk to themselves, right? So they need the language to talk to themselves to become more of themselves. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. And so I've put in these, like Agent Smith in the Matrix. That's right. You come, May. There are some people. There are some people who have not watched the Matrix, but I've watched this, so I know when you were talking about. So yeah. So that's exactly what happens. So you got a bunch of your cell workers. So that's the beautiful thing about stem cells, guys. If you can look for a product which has nutrients that promote that are required for your skin to grow and for your stem cells to work with, and you've got growth factors in that one product, that's the best product you can get, because it really covers all the bases when it comes to the ingredients that you need in order to have better skin. Okay. Okay, so I can see here that someone's drawing on my PowerPoint presentation. So do not draw on my PowerPoint presentation. Thank you very much. Okay, great. Okay, now, waste of time skincare routine number 4. Go on a detox. Everyone's on a detox these days. I mean, like, detox. I hear this word. I know people who are on detox like all year round, And I mean, yeah. And so go on a detox, meaning people go on a detox because they want to, they basically feel that they've got too much toxins in their body, and they want to clear their body of these toxins, and they feel that that is going to make them look younger. That's going to make them, look younger. They think that's going to make their skin look better. And I agree. I mean, you're on the right track, okay? Because if you have a lot of toxins in your body is going to be tired fighting those toxins, and it's not going to have enough energy and resources to protect your skin or rebuild your skin. I mean, if it's fighting toxins all the time, it doesn't even have time to rebuild. It's so busy fighting, right? And this doesn't work, okay? This doesn't work again. And it's the same thing that I just talked about with regards to healthy eating. The body will prioritize detoxing the vital organs, okay? It's not going to prioritize detoxing your skin. You will see results, some results, but it's not going to be fast, because when you go on a detox, the first organs that the body is going to detox are these other organs, okay? Which are, the brain, the heart, the kidney, the liver, the kidney, and the lung, okay, yeah. And so those are Zen lungs. There's a Zen liver. Yeah, I tried to find Zen kidney, heart, and the brain, but I couldn't find Zen. Maybe they're working organs. And so, and you've got skin here who's crying because, all the detox benefit or all the healthy eating benefits going to the other vital organs, And so, all these organs are telling skin, without this, there's no you. I mean, the body, unfortunately, has, the body has different priorities. The body is like, these organs are more important to you than the other organs. And but for us, the skin is more important, because that's what people look at. I can't believe, hey, look at my heart. My heart's healthy, or my kidney or my brain. I mean, we can't really show how healthy. People don't find people. You never find people say, oh, that person had a, you don't go on a date and then you tell your boyfriend, your friend, boyfriend or girlfriend, hey, that person had a very attractive kidney. I mean, or that person had an attractive liver. That never happens. I don't think it ever happens. But we have guys, and trust me, because I mean, I'm a guy. And when guys, they always say that no matter how not so symmetrical. I'm trying to use my words carefully here. Don't want to offend anyone. no matter how symmetrical the face of a woman is, if they have good skin, we still kind of find them attractive. But no matter how symmetrical a woman's face is, if they've got bad skin, we always like, then we're always like, we don't really find them attractive. Like you hear people say, like if they see a woman's face who just looks very normal, but they've got really good skin, you always say, oh, she's got really good skin. We always say that. But when we see a person who's got really symmetrical face, but they've got really bad skin, we always say, oh, what a pity they've got bad skin. We always focus on the skin. And so it's very important. And, the skin's like, okay, can't really do anything. So that's why detox don't work, because your body's going to prioritize all the other vital organs. So what should you do instead? What you should do is, okay, now this is a very long explanation. So I want you to put on your thinking cap. There is actually an organ in your body called lymph nodes. Say it together with me. Lymph nodes. Okay, lymph nodes. So lymph nodes, what are lymph nodes? Okay, so lymph nodes are very near to the surface of your skin. It goes all throughout the body, okay? And the objective of the lymph node is to, it actually has three objectives. It actually clears the body from fatty acids and toxins. It also produces certain immune molecules. I can't remember what they call, which basically fights off the toxins. Okay, and that's what the lymph node does. It's everywhere. It's all over your body, and the best way for me to explain this is your lymph node is like policemen. Actually, they're not policemen. It's the lymph nodes make policemen. Okay, but let's just pretend that they're policemen because it's easy for us to understand. Okay, and what do policemen do? Policemen catch bad guys, right? It's a bit funny to say this because we've got protests in US saying that they don't catch bad guys, but I'm sure they do. That's their job anyways. So these policemen, meaning the lymph nodes, okay, we're not talking about policemen, okay, we're talking about lymph nodes. The lymph nodes, their job is to catch bad guys that are trying to harm the body, okay? So more policemen means less bad guys. So more lymph, meaning the healthier or the better your lymph nodes work, you have less toxins in the body. Okay, so that's what happens with lymph nodes. And that's why when there's something called lymphatic drainage or lymphatic detox, okay? And this is really what I recommend if you want to do a detox, okay? When a person has a lot of bad guys, a lot of toxins in the body, and all of a sudden a person like that does lymphatic drainage or lymphatic detox, the bad guys, they're like, all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, there's a bunch of policemen here, we better run away. And they run away, and they run away everywhere. And that's why a person who has a lot of toxins in their lymph nodes, when they start doing lymphatic detox or lymphatic drainage, they could get breakouts, okay, because the bad guys are running away everywhere. And it's the same like when you go on a normal detox, you tend to get sick, or you get headaches, or you get pimples, or you get flu. I mean, when you go on a detox, a health detox, it's the same thing. You have all these kinds of symptoms, and they're called symptoms, not side effects or permanent effects, because it's not permanent. It doesn't happen. It's not deteriorating to your body, is what I'm trying to say. It's just an effect that you need to go through to become better, okay? In Chinese, we call healing crisis. In Korean, it's called 호전반응, okay? And so not everyone will experience this because not everyone is like super toxic in their lymph nodes. But during this process of lymphatic drainage, it's recommended that you drink a lot of water before and after, because a large function of the lymph node is pushing water out. And so if you have a lot of water in the body, it will help you drain the lymph nodes, okay? And so less bad guys means more peace in the body. Basically, if you have less toxins in the body, that means your body does not have to spend so much time fighting these bad guys, right? So it's got energy and resources to do other things, like, for example, have better skin, And the thing is, the lymph node, I've got a picture of a lymph node here. it's not a picture of a lymph node, it's the lymphatic system actually, and it's a system, right? And so it's all over your body. I've got a picture here of lymph nodes all over your body. You can see that it's, it goes all over your body. And specifically on the face, it's here, and it's here, and then it goes down here, and then it goes down to the armpits and things like that, and then it goes down to the heart. You can see that in this diagram that it goes down to the heart, okay? So that's basically where the lymphatic nodes are, okay? And so and it's very near the skin. And so if you're what that like this is where our heart is, where our lungs are, but we can't see that. But the lymph node, the lymphatic system is very near the skin. So what happens is when you have a clogged lymph node, or your lymphatic system is very clogged in general, the first place you will see it is on your skin, okay? And then you get tired and things like that. And so that's why if you're gonna go on the detox, you should detox your lymph nodes, because if you detox your lymph nodes, you will see results on your skin very quickly. So I think I talk about that. I'll talk about it later. So this is a funny illustration of your lymph nodes. So I just explained that, in your lymph node, there's a bunch of, let's pretend that you had a bunch of bad guys, and then, how come so many policemen all of a sudden better chow, meaning these bad guys, all of a sudden there's a bunch of the lymph node is working properly again. And so it's producing a bunch of policemen. And you can see here that, there are some guys like, we got to catch these bad guys, and then this toxin guy suffering in the bottom because he's being caught, he's being pushed out, this guy's working out. And these bad guys, they go out, and sometimes again, you may get breakouts, but it's temporary. So yeah. Okay. So in summary, guys, if you want to, just to close this chapter, going on a detox is a good idea, but don't do those traditional detox. Go on a lymphatic drainage detox or lymphatic detox or whatever, okay? And when you do a detox of the lymph node, you will see results on your face very quickly. I mean, like almost literally instantly, because it's very near the skin. Okay, all right. Okay, waste of time skincare routine. Number 5 is actually a product, which is strong acid peels and scrubs, especially with devices. Now, I really don't agree with this. I think peeling is a good idea, but it should be done very carefully. This is like using a battering ram to solve the problem. It's like a very raw way to solve the problem. And it has a very high, it may have some temporary results, but it's not long lasting. And remember, one of the requirements that I feel we should have when we want to look younger or better skin or have better skin is to do it in a healthy way. This is not a healthy way, okay? And the reason why it doesn't work is because, the reason why we do this is because we want to the idea is to clear the dead skin and make skincare products get absorbed better. That's a good logic. I mean, a lot of reasons why we waste money on a skincare product is also not because the product is not that great, but also because your skin's just not absorbing it. So what they do is they come up with these machines and things where, you can peel your skin, and remove a layer so that your skin absorbs the products better. But what happens is the skin actually takes a very long time to recover, okay? And your skin will become weaker and it becomes sensitive, and sometimes the damage is irreversible, it's permanent. And that's really bad news, guys. And so, I'm always a big advocate of doing things in a healthy way, okay? When you don't go through these extreme measures in order to look beautiful, because you're going to end up hurting yourself. And so it would take even longer to recover. Let's say you did a peel. If you did a peel or a scrub and you don't have any stem cells, or you don't have any nutrients, or you don't have any growth factors, then it becomes your skin will take even longer to recover. And so people use the peel, but they don't use the right product. That's really damaging to the skin. I mean, like look at our poor guy here. You know, remember this guy? Remember our sunscreen guy? So our sunscreen guy, he's already being attacked by the sun and a bunch of pollutants and stuff from outside. And now he's also got to deal with a bunch of other stuff, you know, which scrubs your skin, damages skin. It's like missiles coming into the skin. So this guy's like, you know, look at his face. He's you know, Dilo, you know. For those of you who are not Malaysian, it basically means, oh, you know, I might as well die. It's an expression, you know, for the Malaysian expression. Anyways. And so, yeah, and the skin can't say anything because the skin's like dying, you know. So don't do this to yourself, okay? Because peels and scrubs, if you're gonna use a peel and a scrub, I mean, if you're gonna use a peel and a scrub, use something that you are absolutely sure that the peel and the scrub is a very gentle one, and it's specifically designed to remove impurities without damaging the skin. And it should also contain good ingredients, natural ingredients, and it should contain growth factors, so that the peel also regenerates the skin indirectly. So you need to find a peel. If you're going to use a peel, which I didn't say peels are bad, okay? I'm just saying be careful with it, because you need the right one, okay? And so this, you know, before we move on, I just want to introduce someone. I'm not sure if Grace is here. Grace, are you here? Oh, yes, you are. Okay. So I'm gonna unmute you. Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I gotta unmute you somehow. Okay, Grace.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Okay, so yeah, so let me introduce Grace. Okay, Grace is being a beautician for how many years now?
24.
24 years, guys. I mean, Grace. I mean, I've known Grace for a while now, and I've introduced Grace here because I want to just get some input from you on this topic of peels and scrubs. Okay, and so don't talk specifically about, you know, what we do together, but just talk specifically about scrubs and peels. Okay, and so I wanna ask you. Do you what do you think about peels and scrubs? Is it a good idea? And if people want to do a peel and scrub, how should they do it? So,
you know, our skin generates dead cell every day.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
With different age and your skin metabolism. So every day, certain people they generate a lot of dead cell, especially when during the detox time they don't capture a good sleep. When their skin is not ready to rest, our organ won't detox. Okay, so that particular time will make him or her generate more dead cell. So how are we going to remove the dead cell? So the idea of using the scrub and the peeling products is good, but we as a consumer, we have to know to which extent the peel and the scrub can damage your skin. From the first day I joined as a beautician, I always emphasize on repairing.
Yeah.
All right. That's right. So yes, because only repairing can make our cell grow more. Because our cell is made from single cell. Now, if our cell receive good nutrient, the cell multiplication will work by itself in our skin system. So if we remove the excess dead cell, we name it excess dead cell. We don't name it like ordinary dead cell. The excess dead cell is the one that make our face very dull looking, open, like the pores like very big, and also make our face like a lot fine lines and wrinkles. So with certain amount of scrub and adequate amount of peel, it's good to remove the excess dead cell. But some consumer they don't know. They thought that, oh, have to peel. Then they come to a very strong peel whereby they also don't know, like AHA, BHA, MFA. These are all prone to chemical peel or very heavy fruit peel that will cause damage to the granulosa layer, which is our third layer of our epidermis layer.
Okay.
So when this happens, okay, at the same time, you don't have enough input of nutrient to your cell. For example, like what ingredient that you mentioned just now, adenosine, the hexapeptide, 2 peptide, 4 peptide, 6 peptide, 12, all the peptides, and most importantly, our skin accept stem cell protein extract very fast. That is very important nutrient.
Yeah, like growth factors, right? That's what you mean, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the growth factor. So actually, growth factor is good friend with our cell. They are good friend.
How come?
Yes, because growth factor when it enters into our dermis layer, they already have the good friend there, which is our collagen, our collagen, then our elastic fiber, elastic tissue. All these are their good friends. When they meet together, they will have big gathering, big party to multiply the cell growth. I put it in this way. Maybe you all can understand better.
Yeah.
So let them have party. So if you have party, okay, at the same time, like what I'm using currently is we've used the lymphatic drainage as well. So I can always see that my skin is very luster, very glowing, very healthy looking, and even reverse aging. Yeah. So, especially, let me finish it up.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, so we can actually practice doing the scrub in a proper way. Yes, in a proper way. So I think this is my advice to some of you who are here.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I mean, basically, we are saying the same thing, but I wanted to introduce you because I don't want people to think like, oh, who's this guy talking about scrubs and peels and he's like nobody. I mean, that's why I wanted to introduce you to people. If I want to learn more about skin or about skin health in general, you have a channel, right? You have your Facebook.
Yes.
So how can people follow you? Maybe you can put it in the Zoom chat, and also later I'll put it in the FB Live chat. But can you just tell us what your account?
Okay. My FB account is Grace Chia. My Instagram also Grace Chia, GRACECHEAK, which is my surname. Every Wednesday and every Sunday, 9:30, I'll be sharing my life about how to take care of your skin. Like the reason one, I have 2 classes that teach people how to do their V-shape with the product that I'm using, and the result is stunning. Very impressive. Yes, go and have a look. And after like more than 30 live sharing, right? I think my sharing do help a lot of people on how they want to take care of their own skin, because we have to be a very smart consumer. Yes, always, because my principle is always to teach people to take care of their skin. Then from there, then when they know what to do to their skin, then they will come to me and seek advice from me further.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
Grace,
that's how I do.
Grace, guys, it's Wednesday and Sunday night, right? What time again? What time was it?
9:30.
9:30. Wednesday and Sunday, 9:30. It's Grace Chiak, GRACECHEAK. Add her as a friend. Maybe she's nice enough, she'll add you. But you can always watch her videos. Grace, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. For letting me in to do the little sharing. Thank you so much, Johan. You've been doing very good, very well. I'm so impressed that you can do it. Yeah, keep it up, man.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
Okay, let's mute her. And then let's go back to our friend here. Okay, so. Oh, wait, let me just. Okay, good, done. Okay, so go back to my slides. Okay, let's go. So yeah, so just to recap what Grace was saying, when we look at this is a professional telling you that peels and scrubs and all these kinds of things is not a bad thing. but just be very cautious and careful when you're using the peel. Okay, just gonna spotlight myself so that you guys can see me. Okay, great. All right, and I can see myself. So her advice was to use the right peel, use the right scrub, and make sure it's got growth factors inside. And so, if you want to improve your skincare products from going into the skin easily, you need to use a product which can easily penetrate through the skin barrier. Okay, Grace explained it really well. She called it um, ingredients which are friendly to the skin. Okay, that's a very nice way of putting it. I'll probably use that next time. Basically, that means your skin has friends. Okay, and the best way that I found, and this is actually something that I learned from, like I got from her as well, is you need to choose two things. Now, these are the two best things in the market right now, which you can choose. Number one is pie water. Pie water is actually, our products have water. All skincare products have water. And pie water actually has the smallest, it's the smallest molecule size as far as water is concerned, smallest hertz. And the second one is polymer emulsion technology. I mean, it's not important that you know exactly what this is. What's important is that these two technologies are very natural technologies that have been developed to help molecules get into the skin easily. Okay, and so what I mean by this is, remember our old friend here, and he's getting bombarded by a bunch of things. So instead of using missiles, okay, to attack our poor friend, or instead of using scrubs and those kinds of things, consider using a pie water and poly emulsion technology to allow the right nutrients to go inside the skin so that it can fight off the bad guys together with the poor sunscreen guy inside. So you can see here that the sunscreen guy, he doesn't even know that, or the defender, he doesn't even know that the guy, he's like, whoa, thanks for coming in, bro. How you guys get in? And the guys are like, secret, I tell you later. And so there's no secret, guys. It's actually pie water and polyimmersion technology. So make sure that whatever product you're using, it's got this technology inside. Okay, guys. So that's instead of a scrub, use something like this. So we've talked we talked about a lot of things today, and I just want to recap with you what we discussed. Your skincare products and routine are a waste of time because buying many different products, I mean, you can read all this, buying many different products to solve many different problems, it's a waste of time. Healthy diet, just using sun cream, going on a detox, using strong peels and things like that is not a good idea, okay? Especially if we want to have better skin fast in a safe possible way. What you should do instead is select a product where it has all the ingredients you need in one. Focus on what apply on something application rather than trying to control other things like your diet or something like that, And if you want, and make sure that whatever product that you're using is got growth factors and nutrients inside so that it stimulates your stem cell growth. Remember the whole thing about the workers, the tools, and the language. You need workers, tools, and language in order for your skin to really build itself and to reverse aging. Instead of going on a detox your lymph nodes. Okay, that's the best way to improve your skin if you want to go on a detox. And make sure that whatever product you're using, it's got pie water and polyimmersion technology, because this is what's going to allow the ingredients to actually go inside your skin. Okay. So you're probably wondering, like, how do I find a skincare product that uses polymer immersion technology, has pie water, includes all the ingredients like the growth factors and the and the nutrients, and it detoxes my lymph nodes? I mean, where do I find all these kinds of, where do I find the product where it has all these kinds of things? I mean, Joe, help me. I mean, like, gosh, you can't just leave me here like this. And actually, I just want to show you a slide here, which I missed out. And it's not it's actually not a skincare product that you need, okay? It's a skincare system that you need, you know? Say, what? You know, there's a guy there. So why, it's a system. And the difference, I just want to briefly go through this, like what is the difference between a product and a system, okay? So a product is something that's manufactured for sale. It's designed to be sold, you know? So when you pay for something that's designed to be sold, you're getting a product. System is a bit different. A system is a group of things that work together to achieve a goal. So and systems are designed to solve problems. And when you buy a system, when you pay for a system, you're actually paying for results. Okay, that's the difference. When you buy a bunch of products, like, you know, then you're paying for products. But when you want to really solve a problem, it's not a product that you need, it's a system that you need. A system which will, and the system that you really need actually is a skincare system. A system where it's gonna care for your skin. It's not a product that you need, it's a system, okay, a system. And there's a guy, okay, there's a guy in Korea, who looked at himself in the mirror one day and looked at himself in the mirror and thought, oh man, I look really old. You know, and he was quite sad. And so what he did was he decided to go and find out how to look younger. And he found out that, you know, some people were telling him you got to use 10 different products. Some people were telling him you got to drain your lymph nodes. Some people told him you got to do scrubs, this scrub, that scrub. Some people told him you got to eat this fruit, that flower, this vegetable, that honey, this whatever, you know. And he's like, you know, I'm like, you know, do you know how old I am? And, you know, like some people are, oh, you need to use acid, or you need to use a peel, or you need to use a scrub, whatever. And this guy's like, what? You know, like, you know, he's like, you know, I can't do all this. You know, it's so complicating. And, you know, when a guy comes across things like this is a very guy thing. Like, he tries to make things as simple. Normally, they try to make things as simple as possible because we tend to simplify things a bit more. And gosh, I hope I don't get in trouble with all these things that I'm saying. Just, you know what I mean, guys. I don't mean any harm. I love women. You know, I think women are awesome. I think women are more superior than men. Okay, so just to say that. And so this guy, he's Korean. Okay, first of all, and this is a true story. Okay, and I'm about to tell you where to get where to get your solution from, because this guy also asked that question: where can I get all those things? How can I look younger? How can I look younger, and how do I do this in the easiest, simplest way possible, and a healthy way possible? And this guy's a Korean, and he's a water scientist, and he liked to make things. And he asked himself, how can I just put everything in a bottle, you know, and solve all the other health requirements and look younger? You know, this is the question that he asked himself. And so what he did was he you know, oh, my slides are a bit, but never mind, whatever. And so what he did was he went and researched all the ingredients which are good for the skin. Okay, he because he's a scientist, right? So he looked up all the ingredients that are good for the skin. And then what he did was he also looked for all the special ingredients and the growth factors, and he found all that, you know. And so here's a list of things that he found, which is Eclipta prostrata extracts, Astragalus membranaceus, you know, Morus alba bark extract. All these things, you know, he identified to be good for the skin, and the growth factors, you know, and so stem cell protein extract, which you know he found. He's a water scientist. Actually, this guy was the guy who used to make pie water filters. So that's like a sort of like a coincidence which he had. And so he added pie water. You know, he found pie water, and he also found out. You know, he didn't know how to do this before, but he found out how to do polymer module technology, and he put all this inside one bottle. Okay, and it's called Ruby Cell. That's basically what he did. Okay. And so he made this product called Ruby Cell. And you know, this still doesn't solve the problem of the lymph node, right? He thought, okay, wait, now I've got the product, but I've got to somehow detox the lymph nodes because that's important, right? Now I want to get results. Now remember, I want to get, this is already very good. This product's already very good, but I want to be even better. And so how do I detox the lymph node? And so he created a machine, a device, where you put the product into this device, and when you spray it, it actually detoxes your lymph node. That's basically what he invented. And basically what he did was he invented a skincare system. And it's so easy to use. It's like, you know, you just put it in the machine and you just spray on your face. And when you're putting it in the machine and spraying, all the things that I just talked about is already inside this thing, you know, called Ruby Cell. It's a system, okay? And, you know, it's, how long does it take? It's just like, you know, like 5 minutes in the morning, maximum 5 minutes. Something like me, when I'm busy, I just spray like 30 seconds to 1 minute. Like this is what I do, you know, I mean, I don't know what you think about my skin, but, you know, that's what I do. I put it, you know, and it's a system. Okay, it's not a product, it's a system. And this guy, this is actually what he used to look like. I mean, the cartoon, you know, got no hair. This guy got hair because I couldn't find a cartoon with hair. So next time I'll find a cartoon with hair, okay? And maybe look Korean. This guy looks a bit British. And this is what he looks like now, okay? And so, you know, he also managed to get results, you know. And actually, afterwards, this company, I mean, when you go on Instagram, you can see 22,000 posts under hashtag RubyCell. And that means 22 people, you know, that's a lot. And when you go in there, you will see a lot of people who really benefited from the particular products. And so what I want to do is I want to show you a video of who exactly these Ruby Cell people are and what the product is. And so I'm just going to show you a video. All right. So let me just see if I can do this properly. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to show you a video and then we will, oh, I think I did not share the sound. Share sound. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys. So yeah, so that's just a video to show you the achievements that the Kim Bong-jun, who is that guy who invented this skincare system, is he invented the system 2012. Okay, and he, for the past 8 years, it's been 8 years now, he has actually changed a lot of people's lives to because he was able to create a system where uh, anyone can look very young without going through all the hassle, helping a lot of people basically. And um, I just want to share with you. I just want to share with you that story, that if you are looking for if you want to look younger and you want to do it fast, safe, effectively, without wasting any time and money, Ruby Cell is the way to do it, because the company has already thought of everything as far as absorption, detoxification, ingredients, and all that is concerned. And really, the company also has a factory and a R&D center and a stem cell laboratory. And what that means is the product only gets better and better. You know, the system only gets better and better because the system is undergoing constant research and development. I mean, for Kim Bong-jun, it's a passion for him. It's a passion for me too. I've got a mother and a sister, and they also use it. It's very important that women are empowered. Even for men, I mean, I use it. You know, a lot of guys these days use skincare systems. You know, and it's very important for people to benefit. I have some bonus content, which is, you see, the founder of our company also did not want people to, he didn't just want to use it and make money. He wanted to figure out a way where everyone can use this so that everyone can benefit, you know. And so what he did was he created this system in our company where you can also use RubyCell for free. And how you can basically use RubyCell for free by getting results. Okay, you got to buy the product, get results, and share it with enough people, this good news. And when you share with enough people this good news, your product is free. And the only reason why we do that is because the founder wanted this to be available. Now, he could have just used it himself and that's it, but he wanted to make it available to as many people as possible. And so even for me, after I came across this, um, I thought this was a good cause and it was effective, and it has a future because it really uses a lot of cutting edge technology like stem cell to help a lot of people not waste their time and money on skincare anymore and really get the results fast, safe, and effectively. Okay. And so if you're interested to, do that, actually there's a promotion which I want to share with you, and I'm gonna end this. Uh, is it here? Yep, it is. Okay. Okay. So we have a promotion here where if you do buy the product, okay, it's 4,300 ringgit, and you get 5 different ampoules, and you get one gun for free. Okay, normally you have to pay for the gun, but you get one gun for free, and it's 4,300. And then when you do the math, it actually works out to be much more affordable, because you get 5. So I just realized that I don't have much time to share this. And so what I'm going to do is, for those of you who were introduced to this talk by someone else, ask them uh, more information about this particular product, this particular system, skincare system. I keep saying product also. And just remember, guys, that it's important that you invest in safe, fast, and effective skincare. Okay, skincare, and it's important that it's a system, not just a product, because when you invest in a system, then you actually cover all the bases of getting good skin, not just one area. Okay, and so thank you for listening to me until now. Make sure that you take action now, because the more time you wait, the more you need to use. That means more money you got to spend, and that means more nutrient, more stuff that you need. Okay, and so and that means more toxins that's going to be accumulating in your body. And so don't wait, because the more you wait, you're getting older every day, and so the more you wait, the more drastic your measures have to be. And so take action. Ask the person who brought you here how to get your hands on this skincare system. My name is Johan. I'm available on Facebook, and and so yeah, thank you. I'm going to end the FB Live here, and I will take questions. Okay. No, I will not take questions, but I will just answer those questions that are on my chat now. Yeah. So let me just stop. How do I stop? Okay. Okay, that's done.